the record mode here, and we will continue on down the road. Oh, I guess I should save that. All right, we did. Okay, here we go. All right, we're back, everybody. We're back, and we're back in it. Bo, take it away.
Ventro, 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 Ventro. The crowd screams loudly as the marionette selection screen comes up, and Ventro immediately goes for Kung and tries to select it.
Oh, snap. How do I roll initiative?
All right, it's a contest for dexterity. Add your dexterity modifier.
Seven.
Natural 20. Venture goes, ah, ha, ha, ha. I know your trick. You have the secret meta of this reduced hero pool figured out. What are you going to do without Kung on your side?
Oh, man. I guess I'll stare at him while I select bland.
Do you have the bland sheet available
I do.
to you? All right. All right, so as the crowd screams and you hear the announcers go crazy and the marionettes appear onto the stall and they both kick the air and one goes, Dragon Mother, sustain me. That's Kung. And then your guy, Bland, comes up and he goes, by the will of tranquility, I will find my parents. They kick the air and punch and here. 3, 2, 1, fight. Pick your move.
Heavy kick.
All right, he goes for a quick punch. So he gets to go first. Misses. Take your heavy kick.
Heavy kick. 12.
All right, that is a hit. That means Ventro takes, sorry, heavy kick, you said?
Yes, 4 damage, 10 stagger.
19 and 10 stagger. Boom. And what is Kung's passive? When attacks are revealed, you can swap out your attack with block. Oh, interesting. Okay. He didn't do that, so you get that. All right, let's start again.
Jump heavy kick.
All right, he goes for a quick punch again. He hits. He does 1 damage to you, half stagger, 2.5. All right, go again.
Jump heavy kick.
All right, he does a heavy punch. Your jump heavy kick is slower. He's going to roll. He hits. Boom, he does 3, so you are now at 21, and half stagger would be 7.5. Okay, go again.
Quick kick.
All right, he does a dazing blow. You get to go first with a quick kick.
Quick kick is an 11.
All right, that is a hit. So you do heavy kick? No,
A quick kick.
So 2 damage to Ventro. Puts him to 17 and 5 stagger, 15. Okay, start again.
I will use Harmony Strike.
Okay, he uses Sandblast. Sandblast, you get a -3 modifier to your attack roll. You get to move.
All right. 7. Wait, no. Wait, I have a +6 now. Never mind. 12.
All right, that means it connects. Harmony Kick does what again? Harmony Strike dazes the opponent until next round. Okay, so he takes 2, puts him to 15 HP, and 5 stagger, puts him to 20 stagger. He is dazed. You can pick freely your next move.
Jump heavy kick.
Jump heavy kick. Make your attack roll.
19.
19, that's a hit. You do 5 damage to him, putting him at 10, and 10 stagger is 30. Okay, he's dazed again. The daze gets chained. You are now in a combo. Go again.
I'm reading what a lonesome kick does. A kick that does devastating damage that can't be dodged. Okay, I don't need that right now because he's dazed. I will do another jump heavy kick.
Jump heavy kick. All right. Make your attack roll.
23.
It's a hit, but he gets to make a combo breaker saving throw. And it's a 9. He misses. So your hit connects. Jump heavy kick does 5 damage. He's down to 5 HP. And he takes 10 stagger. And he goes, what? No! He starts smashing the happy stick. Make your next selection.
Jump, and then the camera zooms in my lips. Heavy kick.
Make your attack roll.
14.
All right, he makes to make another combo breaker saving throw. It misses again. He's like, "What? What?" And you just boom, and the jump heavy kick connects, zooms in, cracks his bones, and he goes, "What?" And he rages and he yells and he picks up the stall and he lifts it up off the stall. And he's got a big stall in a hand. And the crowd is silent. And he looks at you and he picks up the stall in his hands and he goes to smash it on you. Roll for initiative.
Where are all of us? Are we in the audience?
You're in the audience. You can also roll for initiative if you wish.
Okay.
Sure, why not? Just in case I need to do something.
19.
19 for Nash.
23 for nothing.
Jeez. Burrow.
13.
Okay.
14.
14 for Squirts. So, okay. 8. Perfect. Nothing. You're up first. You see Ventro is on the stage. The audience is quiet. Ventro's on the stage. He's picked up the entire stall and looks like he's about to smash it onto Varel's head. What do you do?
I am going to whip out a hammer that's in my inventory for some reason. And I'm gonna whip it at his hand to try and make him drop the table, like maybe
Okay, so
smash
this is
himself with
This
it.
is like a skill shot, so I would say.
Would I roll what I would do if I was like throwing a dagger?
Yeah, I'm just trying. It's not really an attack roll. You're trying to make him drop the thing. Right?
Oh, I see what
So
you're saying.
Kind of
it's more of a
disarming
skill
move.
shot.
Yeah.
I would say like, let's get an acrobatics roll, please. And
Okay,
It's gonna be It's a very challenging thing to do. He's a thick boy.
that's fine. That's gonna be a 22.
All right. So you whip the hammer out and you hit him in his funny bone. It doesn't do any damage, but he goes and he sort of drops part of it and it falls down onto his toe and he goes ah. And Varel, you move out of the way. He's dropped the stall onto his toe. It's between you and Ventro at this point. He's going to take some amount of damage from the drop, which I will roll. 8. Okay, he takes 8 points of damage. And anything else for your turn?
No, that's it. That was
All right.
that went better than expected.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Nash, your turn.
All right, I'm probably close enough as it is, but I would like to cast enlarge on Varel. If I'm
Okay.
not within 30 feet, I will get within it.
Sure, you can rush out. You rush out from the crowd into the space between the crowd and the stalls, and you wave your hands around and go to cast the spell. Remove the spell slot. It's cast,
Okay.
but the spell is suppressed by some force outside of you and does nothing.
Great.
So you were able to cast a spell, but there's some field of denial that makes the spell just invalidated, and you don't have any explanation other than you know that there's some reason.
Okay.
But you saw Squirts cast spells, so you're very confused about that.
All right.
Anything else you'd like to do about your turn?
I'll just yell shit, and that's my turn.
So to the rest of the onlookers, it just looks like a floating heart with a couple of hands and arms. It went out, waved its arms around, and yelled "shit."
Crap.
And doesn't it still have the needle sticking out of its round?
Yeah, he's
No.
got a needle sticking out of his back. Squirts, your turn.
All right, Squirts will get within 60 feet and yell, "Kneel before your new hero!"
Oh, what? We got you muted.
Okay, sorry, I was doing it one-handed. She will cast Command, and it's a Wisdom 16 saving throw for Ventro.
Okay. Fails.
All right, so this is basically the grovel command. So now he has to drop prone and end his turn. But also I want him to start vocally praising the hero if that's not too much.
Okay, so that really wow. Let's see. So he has a grovel command, so he gets down in front of Varel, and he goes, "You are the best player at this. I concede your greatness to you." And his face is scrunched up in anger as he does not want to be saying what he's saying. I assume it's not mind control. It's just he's forced.
Correct.
He's compelled to do this. And he goes, "What am I saying? Ah, you're the best, Pharrell. I bow to your greatness." He's shaking his head no all the while that he's saying it. Varel, it's your turn.
I will turn to the crowd, raise my arms, and say, "That was too easy," in Bland's voice, as best I can do it.
The crowd's quiet. Ventro, so does that invalidate his turn, or does he have to do that on his next turn? I just want to see. This is a spell you cast, right?
Yeah, and it says for grovel, the target falls prone and then ends its turn. I don't know if it continues on.
Yeah, so it occupies what
one
it does
round.
for the turn.
Okay. Yeah, okay. All right. So his turn is skipped fully. Then his friends get out and go, "Hey, that's not Ventro. That's not fair." And they all sort of jump over the railing that's there for the crowd, and they get out and they unsheath weapons. There's clubs, axes, and they start rushing down towards Varel. They use their dash action to close, so now there's a whole militia running towards Varel as Varel yelling out his thing. There's about 6 other alligator men and 2 other humanoids just rushing down Varel from the crowd. Nothing. We're back to you.
Are they already to him, or are they just making their way?
Yeah, they're within about 10 feet now. They're in the middle of rushing. They're about to rush him down for the beatdowns. They're just jumping onto the stage now.
So if there's... Would I be able to close the distance and do something, or would it cost my dash action to do?
No, you'll be able to close the distance getting to the rearmost one with your regular move.
Well, because what I wanted to do... You tell me if I have room to do this. Because what I wanted to do... Because right now, nothing just fights seriously, and right now we're just funnin' in her eyes. This is just a funnin'. I have a bag of ball bearings, and I want to pour a bunch of ball bearings in their path so that when they run, they're running on ball bearings, and
yeah, okay.
we have a Home Alone situation.
Yeah, you can run up to them and toss the ball bearings into that sort of zone if you want underneath their feet. That would
All right, I toss 2 handfuls of ball bearings in their path. About how many do you think that is? About 100?
I guess so. I don't know how many per feet. It's you can spill the tiny balls from the pouch to cover a level square area 10 feet on a side. Creature moving across the covered area must succeed on a DC dexterity saving throw or fall prone. Yeah, I mean, you can... I don't know how many it takes. It doesn't really specify. Probably 100 or so, at least.
All right, we'll subtract 100, and we'll throw them out there, and they've been ball bearinged.
Okay, we got ball bearings, guys. All right. Nash, it's your turn. The Kenku runs out, feathers, and he throws the ball bearings on the ground.
All right. I'm going to now be cognizant that the last thing completely whiffed for reasons I can't explain. And so I'm going to try a cantrip. So I don't waste any slots. And I will do... I'll do... Is anybody in danger of being attacked other than Varel? Is the only one anyone bum rushing anybody else?
No, the crowd, his entourage is bum rushing the stage. Votrum is prone, groveling before Varel. Varel's gloating.
Okay.
This was too easy.
I'm going to create a sound behind his entourage with minor illusion that sounds like him, their buddy, their pal, their boss, Ventrilo, whatever his name is.
Ventro. Welcome to the club.
Yeah.
I'm not saying his name right.
Yes. I want it to sound like him, as if he's behind them yelling, get back here or something in his booming voice. And let's see, I forgot how far I got to
no
be.
roll required for that one. You just create it, right?
Yeah, I think I just do it.
Yeah. So you go to cast the magic again, trying it, and the magic successfully is cast the way you always do it, but a force of negation invalidates it, completely rendering it useless.
All right, I will then bow my heart head low, turn around, and slowly float away while the music from Charlie Brown plays in my head. Do, 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 do. I'm gonna hear that.
Squirts, it's your turn.
Okay, Squirts will then get closer and go, calm down, no fight, mighty Squirts, stop you all, we too mighty. And then we'll cast in a 20-foot sphere centered around, pardon me, I want to center it around so it hits all of the lizard folk running out. And they'll all have to roll a charisma 16, or they will fall under the effects of, I think it's called suppress emotion, but I can't scroll up at the moment.
Okay, let's see. Is this a spell or a class feature?
As far as I know, it's a second level spell.
Second level spell called Calm Emotions. Gotcha.
Yes, thank you.
Each humanoid in a 20-foot radius. It's a charisma 16 saving throw. Okay, gotcha. All right, there's 8 of them, so let's see how many emotions get calmed. 1, 2. So 2 so far. 3, 4, 5. So 5 of the 8, as you cast out the magic, 5 of the 8 sort of stop in their tracks. What exactly does it do to them? You attempt to suppress strong emotions in a group of people. Each humanoid makes a saving throw. If a creature fails, choose one of the following 2 effects. Suppress any effect causing a target to be charmed or frightened. Okay, so negates charmed or frightened. That's cool. Alternatively, you can target it. You can make a target indifferent about creatures of your choice that it is hostile towards. This indifference ends if it attacked or harmed by a spell, or if it witnesses any of its friends being harmed. Okay.
So I want to go with that second one, yeah.
Yeah, 5. So 5 of them they're running. They sort of stop in their tracks, and they're just kind of there blinking, and they look at their friends, and they're just kind of, all emotion seems to have drained from them, and they're just kind of standing around, just looking and observing. All right, Varel, it is your turn. You see most of the entourage stop in their tracks, but 3 of them are still mounting the stage. Ventro is groveling before you.
I will continue to make my way through Bland's lines, and I will say, I point at him while I stand. I see you skipped practice today, and I will enter my rage.
Okay, you enter your rage.
I do nothing with it though, because I'm assuming I'm about to get the crap beat out of me, and I would like to be raging for it.
Okay, perfect. So with that, Ventro stands up, back on his feet, and he goes, "You're gonna pay. If I don't win, you don't win." And then he moves forward to you. He unsheaths his axes from his belt, and he makes a strike against you.
All right, and I jump into like that sort of squat pose, you know, when like martial arts dudes are just getting kicked in the nuts over and over again, but they're just like, oh, you know, like,
Yeah,
ready to absorb.
Okay. All right. He goes to hit you with his axes, and for all of his strength, he brings him down on your scale. Chink. It does no damage. The other one comes in and he goes, chink. And he looks at you and he goes, "What?" And then the 3 on the stage go to get up, and they have to do saving throws for the ball bearings on the ground. 2 of them fall. As soon as they try and get on stage, their feet go woo, 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 and they fall down. They go splish, and they hit the ground. They just fall, and then they take down the other 5 with them, and they're just sort of this bowling pins just all falling. 5 of them 7 of them total all fall to the ground underneath the ball bearings, or knocking one another aside and them hitting the ground. But one of them makes it up and runs behind you, Varel, and goes to grapple you for the ease of Ventro. Strength contest, please.
Strength contest. It's a... Oh, wait, I'm raging. Sweet. It's a 25.
All right, so he tries to grapple you, and he's holding on to you, but he's not impeding your movement at all. Like it doesn't feel like anything. You're just like, "Ugh," and then you just hear the crowd go, "Fight! Fight! 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 Fight!" And the whole crowd wants this fight to happen. Everyone's going nuts. We bring it back to nothing. It's your turn.
All right. Nothing is going to now make her way down, seeing things escalating further now that axes have been pulled. And she's going to go ahead and unsheath both of her short swords and go take up a position directly behind Ventro. Not attacking yet.
Okay, so you make your way. You move behind Ventro.
Yeah.
Climb onto the stage. Make your way behind Ventro with your swords. Unsheathed.
Can I hold an action?
You can ready an action.
Can I ready an action? Sorry, I just gotta read what it did. I was aware of this at the time. Okay, if he takes another swing at Vorel, I would like to take the attack action.
Okay, very good. You can't multi-attack except on your turn. Just keep
That's
that
fine.
in mind. Yeah.
That's fine.
Okay, perfect. So Nash, you're up.
Oh, geez. I'm going to stay where I am and look sad.
He just continues to float away.
I feel very ineffectual at the moment. I have nothing to offer, and it's really bumming Nash out. So I will continue to be really frustrated.
Squirt, you notice that Nash is looking dejected as your turn begins.
Nash, it's okay. You fight. Keep fighting. Chuck's fighting. Chuck's strong. Don't give up.
I can't do anything. Nothing's working. It's coming out of me, but it's doing nothing.
You keep trying. Chunks keep trying. Chunks squeal no matter what. You take lessons from Chunks.
All right, I'm gonna. You know what? Can I take that as a chance to reuse my initiative?
Sure. Yeah.
I'm
go
gonna
ahead.
feel inspired by the little trash monkey's words, and I'm going to aim a ray of frost at the guy we hate, and we're gonna try that cantrip to see, and if anything happens. So let
All
me.
right, so you go to cast the Ray of Frost, and you feel your fingers get really cold. The little icicle forms on the fingertip as you point out the spell. However, some sort of field of negation prevents the spell from actually manifesting into reality, and nothing happens.
I feel like I need to go see a doctor about a certain dysfunction because my character sucks right now. All
It's
right.
not you. It's
No,
not, you
I
know
know.
the magic's working. Something outside of you is preventing the magic from working.
All right. I
A
will.
force of some kind.
I will yell, "Damn it!" and end my turn again.
You have a cold finger now.
I have a cold finger.
Squirt's your turn.
I put my finger in
right.
Squirt's ear just to be irritated. Just like, here's your magic. Urgh."
Good, Nash. You learn. You get strong. Just keep trying. And then Squirts is gonna take out the cutlery crossbow and slowly load up a steak knife to get ready to shoot off for the next round.
Okay. You're going to ready in action? Is that it?
Yes.
Okay. Ready it on what condition?
I'll wait until nothing goes in for a really strong attack.
Okay. Gotcha. All right. So, Varel, it is your turn.
So the blades did no damage to me at all, right? Did they connect?
They connected. He needs to hit harder. They didn't break your AC.
Okay, cool. So it wasn't like I was getting hit and like magically no damage was being dealt.
No, you just know that
Okay.
he's hitting as hard as he can, but it isn't hard enough.
Okay, and I've got one dude crawling on me and big ol' boy above me. I would like to flip the guy that's on me around and on top to make like sort of a platter that he would slam into if he attacks.
Okay. So you're going to try and lift up the entourage alligator behind you, man.
Exactly.
All right. Strength contest, please. You got to grapple first.
Got a 23.
All right, I rolled 2, so you easily grab him. Now I need an athletics check for the lift.
Cool. 11.
Okay. With some difficulty, you twist and contort, and yet he's struggling a lot. He's hard to hold. He's likely to break out very soon, but you're able to get him above your head, platter style, as Ventro brings down the axes again.
Oh, this,
Oh, so he's going to attack again. I think that means nothing. You have a chance to use your ready to action.
I do and I shall.
Okay.
Okay, that's going to be a 19 to hit.
Okay. So you sink your blades into.
So I pull out my sword and I mean, I'm going for non-fatal damage. I'm not
Sure.
trying to just like stab him through the back or anything. I
Mhm.
don't know if we want to call that pommel hit for flavor or
You can.
what,
Sure.
but
Sure. Yeah.
okay, so let's go through this. That's it's going to be 5 damage from the sword. It is, however, because I go before him in combat, I'm going to go ahead and do my sneak attack damage on top of that. So that's 5, then 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That will be 12 sneak attack damage. Wait, no. That's 12 damage so far, including the sneak attack damage. Sorry,
Okay.
we're at 12
Yeah.
total.
Because you're a fighter rogue, right?
Yes. And then I would like to spend one of my superiority die, one of my D8s. The guy that Varel is holding up is within 5 feet of me, right? Or is he within 10 feet?
He'd be on the other side, so he's more
Okay.
10 feet than 5 feet.
Then let's do the superiority die to do a trip attack.
Okay.
And so I'm going to do that. That's going to add 2 additional damage to what I did.
Mm-hmm.
And he must now make a strength saving roll.
11.
It's a 16 that he needs to succeed. So he is
Okay.
now tripped and falls prone.
Back to the ground he goes. As he goes to strike Varel, he falls down into the stall. And he's now jumbled up in a bunch of marionettes as he falls in there.
That's my one attack.
Okay. And he attacks, so Squirts, you've readied your crossbow steak knife deal. You can now choose to do that or not.
Nice, yeah, totally. I'll so the aim then will be at his feet. At one of his feet, to hopefully get into the padding there, so if he stands up, he's injured.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay, looks like this is gonna be a 13.
All right, you fire it out, and the knife doesn't do a lot. Roll your damage dice. It connects. This is a hit. Only because the AC is lower on his feet.
Cool. 5 damage.
Yeah, so a little steak knife just fires out and sticks into the bottom of his foot, and you just hear "Ah!" and he bumps his head inside the stall. And there's a steak knife out of the sole of his foot, sticking out. It looks quite painful, to be honest. And he's fallen in there. So Varel, you don't actually have to dodge an attack. He's now on the ground. However, the one remaining, the alligator man is in your hands. So the other guys, the 7 other of his entourage, get up from the floor and try to run up onto the stage again, but have to deal with ball bearings still. So the saving throw, one of them falls back down, and there's 7 of them. Yeah. So. Yeah, one of them falls back down. The other 6 manage to get back up, and they get on the stage, and they rush you down, Varel. They're going to make 6 attack rolls on you as they go to punch you. Miss. Wow. Your AC is like stellar. Okay, one of them hits you with a punch for 4 damage. You take 4 damage. The other 6 blows like hit your scales. You're just getting poof, 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 poof. It doesn't do any damage, but you're getting pummeled as they all surround you and just begin the beatdowns hardcore. Nothing, your turn. Oh, you're muted, my friend.
All right, so what's his name is down on the ground prone, right? I
Yeah.
believe that's an automatic critical hit if I smack him, right?
You have advantage on the hit. On the attack
Okay.
roll.
Okay.
Unless
that's
there's a
right.
rogue feature that gives that to you, it's an automatic
No,
crit.
it's just advantage.
Or it's not an automatic crit, it's an advantage roll, I believe. For
You're
pro.
right. I was mixing it up with unconscious. Okay. So let's try and hit him with a basic attack. That's going to be a 19 plus 8 to hit with the advantage. So it's going to be 8 initial damage. I go before him again, so let's get our sneak attack on there. That's 7 additional damage from the sneak attack. And then let's hit him with a offhand hit. That's going to be a 16 plus 8 to hit. I'm guessing that hits as well. And that's going to be 5 additional points of damage there.
Okay, so perfect. So you continue the smackdown for non-lethal as you pummel him inside the stall.
Yeah, nothing just gets down with both swords and it's just boof, 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 boof. Just keeps hitting him.
All right, this Kenku is savage. You finally see his fighting prowess as she pummels him heartily with several attacks. Now, Nash, it is your turn. So you see on the stage right now, nothing is pounding the piss out of Ventro, and there are 6 alligator men and 1 humanoid or 2 humanoids sort of surrounding Varel and punching him in the big football scrum at this point.
Okay.
He's holding one of them in the air above this. And the crowd is going, fight, 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 fight. They're loving it.
I don't know what to do. I mean, I can't physically do anything, right? Like, how much physical
attack?
Yeah, I mean, that's what I was gonna say. Can I float over there and just like whack somebody in the head with my hand?
Yeah, you can.
All right, I'll do that. I have no weapon, so
It's okay.
I'll float over to one of the 6 alligator men.
All right, add your strength roll to your attack roll, and
the sweet 0 that I have for that. All
modifier?
right, let's see how
Yeah.
I do. That would be an 18.
all right. So you float on over to the nearest alligator man and punch him in the head and do 1 point of damage to him.
1 point. Okay.
As he's just sort of going to go smack with your fist.
All right. That's my turn, I guess.
All right, Squirts, you're up.
Okay, Squirts is gonna put the crossbow back on her back, and she's gonna run up to be within 5 feet of as many of those alligator dudes as possible.
All right.
And then she's gonna cast Word of Radiance by uttering the word Tricks, her divine word. And then each creature who fails a con 16 save takes 2d6 radiant damage.
Okay, what's the feature called again?
Word of Radiance. It's under cantrips.
Oh, it's a cantrip. Gotcha. Does it hit friendlies, or does it know whether or not there's friendlies there?
Each creature of your choice that you can
Choice.
see within
Yeah,
range.
choice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So bad guys.
So they all need to make a Constitution 16. All 8 of them. 9 of them now. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. 3 fail so far. 4, 5, 6. 6 fail, and then Votrum succeeds. So you're going to hit 6 of them with 1 or 2d6 damage.
Cool, and that'll be a 6 damage.
Okay, so you cast Word of Radiance, and they all sort of. I mean, what does it look like when they take this radiant word damage? Is it like just like a sparkling white light that was off them?
Yeah, it's something like that. But I like to imagine it's a bit wonky. It doesn't quite look right.
Okay.
Maybe I'll have to think on it a bit more. But something seems off about this light that they were just slapped with.
Okay, so Burning Radiance hits them. They all sort of sear. Smoke erupts from all their ears, the ones that are hit, and they're going, ah! I'm burning! And they all get burnt. Varel, it is your turn.
All right. You said
You see
He's
nothing
in?
but fists and elbows and armpits.
Oh, that's true. I am very surrounded. Okay. I will... The guy in the platter, I will spin him around till I have his feet, and I'm going to go for a swinging attack as I helicopter him around my assailants.
Nice.
Okay, make your attack rolls.
Would this be a grapple?
You already have him grappled. He hasn't tried to
Okay.
break the grapple yet, so
It is a. I mean, it's a 25 with improvised weaponry.
okay. So you're trying to hit everyone in the circle with it. So you have 2 attacks though, right? So you're gonna hit the first 2 with the spinning attack. It's not likely that that you're gonna be able to continue on, without any magical assistance hitting everything around you, but you can start to spin.
Cool. Yeah. So I start myself spinning with his legs kind of starting to helicopter, rise as we spin. And as
Yeah.
the momentum builds, I'll grab him and take him out further and start,
Okay.
getting some range on this baby.
Okay, perfect. So you begin swinging around. You made your 1 attack roll. Make your 2nd attack roll.
Second attack roll is a 18.
Okay, roll damage dice for those 2 hits, please.
Would this be a D6?
What is your improvised weaponry? You don't have a feat for that, right?
No, I do not have Bar Brawler, so
Yeah.
I need to use.
So I think it's like 1 plus your con modifier or strength modifier.
That's right. Yeah.
Improvised
Okay. Cool.
weapon, like improvised weaponry, if you have the feature for it, is a 1d4 plus modifier, in lieu of just 1 plus modifier. If I'm not
Cool.
mistaken.
Then that would be 5. 5 points of
Okay.
damage for both attacks. So
right.
10 total.
You hit 2
And-
of them. Yeah.
And as I spin, I will yell, "Does this count, Lady of Pain?"
All right. So you spin and you begin hitting, and then Ventro gets up from the stall with marionette strings all attached to him with the steak knife in his foot, and he just sort of he kicks off the steak knife, like just sort of whips his foot, and the steak knife falls out, and he gets up and he's on his feet. He takes his axes, he goes ching ching ching, and he goes to turn around and raises his axe over up to nothing. It begins to bear down when everyone blinks, and then when they unblink, a large green statue of a woman just appears in the middle of the arena, and the arena goes quiet, and everyone feels a sense of attention and gravity as this large statue, I mean it's large, like it reaches up to the ceiling. Everyone feels like this large green statue of a woman is facing them. So if you were standing on the left side, it's facing you, but if you're standing on the right, it looks like it's facing you. Everyone sort of feels the sense that the statue's looking at them. The crowd immediately shuts down to 0 volume, and everyone goes quiet. And you hear no voice, no telepathy. You just know you're being issued a warning. And as everyone stops fighting to sort of look at the statue and take in what's happening, Ventro stops his swing, looks towards the statue and goes, "No, it's not fair. I didn't do anything." He drops his axes immediately, goes, "He started it. I know you gave me a chance. But no. And he begins walking back. He's like, "This isn't fair. No." And then if you picture, have you ever done any threading? So it's almost as if the back of his body was hooked in with a needle in a small little pinhole, the size of a literal pinhole in reality. His physical form begins becoming pulled through this tiny little hole in reality that you can't even see. And you just hear and he goes, no, this is unfair. It's not my fault. He started it. He cheated. He cheated at beating me. Him and his kobold, they cheated. And he's getting sucked through the reality. He goes, no. And then his whole physical form gets, and then he disappears.
It's like Alien 4. Remember that part with Alien 4 with the like fleshy half human, half alien getting sucked through the hole? It was like that.
But it's the tiniest hole in reality. He just gets pulled through. Even as his face crunches up, he goes, no! And then everyone blinks, and the statue's gone, but the gymnasium is silent. And immediately his entourage gets up and begins running. One of them slips on the ball bearings, and then gets up, and they begin taking off and running for the sidelines. There's a moment of silence, and then you hear the crowd yell, 3 cheers for Varel! 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 And the crowd begins just going nuts. And Gilly Plant and Truck Slayer, the two casters are there. They're going, well, you have to give it to him. We have a new champion in M fighting over at Royce Gymnasium. Big congratulations to Varel. It will be exciting to see what him and the Mighty Squirts accomplish at the finals. And you hear and there's a large crowd, and then a bunch of people jump over the railings, Varel, and they mob you. And they're like, Varel, sign my copy of M Fighting Weekly. And this whole bunch of magazines are proffered in front of your face along with pens, and people are asking you questions. Why did you pick Kung as main? And all these questions are being thrown at you. You're immediately mobbed by a crowd.
Well, as they approach, and for a bit of time after, I'm still in that nut kick position, thinking they're all gonna attack me. But as I start to realize that they're all cheering for me, all right, yeah, cause he's best. Jump kick. Never forget your jump kick.
All right, and then some tournament organizers come about, and they begin pushing people back. They're like, get back, let the champion have some space. And they make this little circle around you where they have these sort of wooden spears. They don't have any bladed tips, just like bows, basically. And they push people back, and they keep people from crowding the 4 of you. And one halfling in particular breaks through the crowd. He seems to have a different sort of pass on his neck, and he goes, excuse me, Varel. Congratulations on your victory. Okay, well, would you mind if we took a portrait of you for the publication I work for, M Sports Weekly?
Portrait?
Yes, come. And then these flying sort of these black fur balls with little hands and wings sort of flap around, and one of them has an easel, and the other one is holding a paintbrush, and another one has pens. There's 5 of them, and they all float around, and they begin furiously painting on a canvas. Could you pose perhaps with your arms crossed for M Sports Weekly? We're gonna put you on the cover. You're the new upstart.
I will cross my arms and make sure my fists are large behind them to accent my biceps.
And what M Sports team are you part of?
The Mighty Squirts.
I've never heard of them. Are they a new esports organization?
They're very new.
Who's the general manager?
Squirts.
Squirts!
Oh, are you the manager of Mighty Squirts?
Yes, named them I did.
And how did you know Varel was going to be a good competitor for your team?
Because we love drinks.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so Varel, I think our readers would like to know what got you started playing M Sports. When did you start playing?
Today.
Oh no.
There's a shocked look on his face, and he goes, but you've had prior experience in marionette fighting in different forms. What about street marionette too?
Hyper Street Marionette 2 is better.
Did you play any other marionette fighting games before Big Time Smackin' Brothers?
I am an experienced fighter from my own world.
Yeah, but that doesn't always translate to marionette fighting. It's its own thing. You're really breaking the meta and even the culture. Most people have to train for years before they get this deep in an M fighting tournament. How did you do it?
They should jump kick more.
Oh, they should jump kick more. That's good advice that our readership would like to take, would like to hear about how to win. They're always looking to get better. Let's see. Where are you from? What world?
The Wastes.
Oh, you're from the Wastes. And tell me about your childhood.
I was taken by my tribe in a man in orange robes and taught English.
Go on.
I sold meat at a small outpost.
Okay. And how did you make your way to Sigil?
A great laser catapulted me through space.
And do you have any family?
None that I know of. But my family is my friends. Nash Maggard of the Solar Mines.
Okay. Oh, he's an interesting looking character. What race of being is that?
Normally human, but I'm in a bit of a transition. I'm in a phase right now.
You don't look very human. I guess that must be some kind of subspecies of human.
I mean, check with me tomorrow. You may see more of me. It seems about every day I get a little more back to myself.
I have to say, your mouth is in an unusual spot for a human.
Well,
You don't even have a head.
I didn't even have the mouth for a while. These hands are pretty new. I'll wiggle around fingers.
Back to Varel. Varel, what kind of advice would you give up and coming M fighters when they want to take their chance in the tournament? Any strategy?
Read books all night. Follow your dreams. You can be like me.
That's a positive message. Reading books. Literacy is very important. We need more young people reading books. All right, that's great. And Squirts, anything you'd like to add about the performance of your competitor today?
Yes. Competitors don't like tricks. Squirts be mighty. Remember the mightiness of the squirts.
All right, and now Varel, what do you think of the portrait? And then the little floating guys turn around the canvas. There's an image of you with your arms crossed, fully in color. Looks exactly like you, looking proudly, with the sort of marionettes dangling in the background.
Radiant.
The whole of Sigil will get this publication. There won't be anyone who doesn't know who you are tomorrow.
Well,
Are you ready for fame and fortune?
I was born ready.
Oh, I'm going to write that. That's good. And he scribbles in his notepad and stuff. Oh, this is great. And then as you converse with him, another sort of bearded humanoid male cuts forward through the crowd and seeks to get your attention. He sort of looks at you and he says, Can I speak with the winner today? Oh, of
You may.
course. Hello. And he's got this humanoid. He sort of has this matted black hair. It's bald on the top and a big beard. He's very rotund, like a very big man. And he looks up to you and says, hello, my name is Charles. Nice to meet you. I'm with Arcane Spice.
Ah, I've had you in my coffee.
Oh, good. And it's delicious, I trust.
It is, though I haven't had normal coffee here.
Well, Sigil is a different place with all kinds of delectable foods, but perhaps we can discuss what you would consider normal coffee. Perhaps our customers would like to try that. I'm here today to inquire about your interest in a possible sponsorship for the finals tomorrow. Would you be willing to wear a shirt branded with Arcane Spice and do some promotional material for our product?
Shirts limit my mobility and are shameful for those with nipples.
Oh, well, perhaps some a tattoo, or perhaps we could dye some of your scales to say Arcane Spice and put our symbol on it. It's very lucrative. It's 200 gold pieces a month just for wearing our shirt and appearing in a few advertisements and letting your fans know that Arcane Spice is the one true choice for coffee flavorings.
What about a belt or perhaps a sash?
Belt is difficult to see while you're sitting at one of the stalls. Something blazoned on your back is best, so that everyone in the crowd can see that you are a believer in Arcane Spice.
Perhaps a helmet.
Yes, we don't really wear helmets in marionette fighting, but if helmet was something you wanted to wear, then sure, why not?
Nash,
Yes.
what sort of clothing would best cover my back in sponsorships?
Maybe a big cloak.
A big cloak.
Yeah. Great big
Well,
cloak.
would you wear a cloak with our logo emblazoned on it?
Yes, this sounds agreeable.
Very good. He whips out a contract, a scroll. He's like, just sign here and we'll get underway.
I do not perform such deeds.
Pardon. You do not perform which deeds?
My friends have engaged in villainous contracts in the past, and I will not fall to them.
I assure you, it's a very standard contract. It just says that it says here that you're going to speak positively and represent the brand as an ambassador in a positive way for the
No.
exchange of
No
200.
pressure, the squirts. He say no. No.
But well, okay. It seems perhaps that you need some time. So just come find us in the Merchants Guild at our headquarters, and if you change your mind. And then another halfling breaks through and he goes, "Excuse me, Varel. Congratulations on your victory. I'm Hammond." This particular halfling is dressed in like sort of a jersey shirt with pants, and it says "Angry Dogs" on his shirt, but dogs is spelled DAWGZ. I'm with the Happy Stick Manufacturing Company, Angry Dogs. And we'd like to know if you'd like to start using our controllers in the future to play your rounds. We'll sponsor you and give you a stipend.
I have declared myself free of contracts this day. But I believe I can find you in the Merchants Guild should I change my mind.
Yes, our headquarters and manufacturing facilities are in the Merchant District. So if you'd like to change your mind, it's quite lucrative. 500 gold pieces a month just to say good things and be an ambassador for our product and use it in your competitions.
It is under consideration.
All right. They all sort of look at you, and there's like a whole bunch of fans circling around waiting to get their chance to talk to you as these two make their pitch.
Well, I am victorious.
The crowd goes, "Vorel, Vorel, Vorel."
When tomorrow?
Well, the competition's at the Coliseum in the Gymnasium District.
I see. Then I must rest.
And you'll find your pairings there. Okay, and you say you must rest, and nobody leaves.
Well, pick Kung, always high kick. And I'll be leaving.
Okay, and as you go to leave, a young 3-year-old boy, looks like a young lizard folk boy. And he walks up to you and he tugs on your finger and he goes, "Vorel, Vorel, Vorel.
Yes, small one.
You are a proud fighter. I am proud to be like you."
You should be proud.
"Would you be my father?" "My parents are not as proud as you. I wish to exchange parents."
I will bend down, I will get on one knee and get on his level and hand on his shoulder. You must make your parents proud.
"But
Bring
how?
pride to your own family.
And fighting is difficult. I cannot make it past the first round."
Then you must train. And I will hand him the book that I've been reading this whole time.
He goes, "Oh, thank you, Vorel."
It is due at the library at some point. I will stand and begin to leave.
All right, as you go to leave, another halfling walks up to you, halfling couple. They look older, and they go, "Vorel, you were magnificent in the tournament.
Thank you.
How did you do it?"
You can read about it, surely, in this man's publication. And I'll point back.
"Yeah, we're big fans. It's only been one day that we've been fans, but we've been watching you climb since about the final 64, and we thought, hey, you were someone to watch, and we were astounded that we guessed right that you would make it and win. We're
Your
really
good
happy
guesses.
for you."
Thank you. I am happy for your guessing as well.
"Okay, would you like to come over to our house for dinner sometime?"
Sure. Dinner is a lovely activity.
"Okay, where do you live? We'll pick you up. We have a carriage."
I live at the inn. The Squirts, what's it called?
Squirts is too busy messing with Chunks at the moment.
Nash, I forgot where we live.
I don't remember the stinky.
Soggy feather.
The
The Soggy
Soggy
Feather.
Feather.
Stinky
I
weenie.
currently reside at the Soggy Feather.
That's it.
Oh, good. Hey, everyone. Varel is staying at the Soggy Feather. They're like, oh, really? Wow.
No! Pharrell, you can't tell them you got fans now. You can't do this. You're gonna get weird, like obsessed people chasing you down all the time. There's no privacy left.
And another an elf walks up towards you, a male, and he goes, I don't want to be like everyone else here, but I just want to say, Varel, congratulations on your victory.
Thank you.
It was quite honorable. Do you do coaching sessions?
I have never engaged in such an activity.
I would pay handsomely for someone to show me how to fight marionette style as well as you.
I
I
see.
also have several colleagues who would be interested in someone who could train them.
Very good. Perhaps inquire with my manager, and I'll gesture down to Squirts.
All right. Squirts of the Mighty Squirts, the general manager for this M Sports team. Hello.
Yes, yes.
So, what are the rates for training with Varel here? for
500 gold. 30 minutes.
Oh, that's quite a steep ask for that rate.
He will win tomorrow. It's worth.
That's almost robbery. I mean, that's quite a lot.
If you can't pay, then move.
That was almost half of the original prize pool of the competition. Are you sure it cost that much?
We must eat too.
Well, yes, but food is like what? A gold piece a week?
Chunks eat so much.
Perhaps, how about 10 gold piece per half an hour? That's
No,
rich even
no.
at that.
Come, mighty squirts, we go home.
All right, and as he negotiates with the elf, another teenage, sort of teenage-looking orc, large, comes up to you and he goes, "Varel, congratulations on your victory.
Thank you.
Would you like to be friends with me?"
We have not undergone trials to grow a friendship.
I know, but I find that I don't have many friends, and I thought maybe you would be my friend because you are victorious.
I'll clasp him on the shoulder and I'll say, "Boy, you look for fatherhood, a symbol of masculinity. This man looks for friendship. Surely a match."
And the young lizard folk boy says, "No,
Well,
I don't know. Why do you do this?"
he is lonely and older.
The little young lizard folk boy is very confused.
Well,
He is not Varel.
perhaps we can form some sort of group where we all are friends in a finite amount of time.
You feel a hand sort of caress your arm as you look one direction. There's another hand caressing your forearm.
Okay, hello.
You turn around and there's a beautiful maiden, a woman dressed in a nice frock. She grabs your arm and says, "Oh, Varel, you were magnificent today.
Thank you.
Listen, me and some friends were going to go out for drinks after the competition. Just wondered if you and your friends would like to join us."
We can all be joined, and we can be friends and perhaps fathers at the Soggy Feather.
Oh, is that where the after party is?
It is a party after this event.
Well, then let us go to the Soggy Feather. And she holds your hand. She just her hand
No,
moves
let
down.
go, you thought. Let go. Be gone.
She goes, "Excuse me. What?
You
Why is?"
heard. You heard what Squirts say. Squirts knows what you are.
She grips his hand tighter and then rubs his muscly forearm and goes, "No, Pharrell has invited us to the after party. Tell your manager that we're invited."
All are invited. She is odd.
See? And she
You
grips your
will
arm even
regret,
tighter.
Morel. You will regret.
All right, so this will happen endlessly all night unless someone does something to do something different.
I just
So
want
imagine
to
this
point
continue.
out that our poor characters who've been trying to make money have now been offered over 1,010 gold and a best friend and a child, and we're walking away with nothing at the moment.
Yeah.
Varel doesn't sign contracts.
That's true, he doesn't.
Well, Squirts will start leading them away.
All right, you go to lead people away, and none of them follow you. They all hang around Varel, like he's some kind of magnet.
Oh, he's got fans now. This is bad.
Come, we go.
We
You
are
must
all
rest,
going
yes?
to the Soggy Feather, of which I wish to go to as well.
Then let's go. And the woman on your arm, starts to lead you out. All right, everyone. Varel's had quite enough. If you'd like to join the party, we're going to the Soggy Feather. And then the entourage, as you begin leaving the gymnasium, the entourage begins following you, and she's holding onto your arm. And
Well, Squirts is gonna roll a stealth and stab her with a 6-stick.
you were out of you were out of 6 sticks.
Well, wait, hold on. I might have something else.
He gave you enough for every round of the competition. You used 2 on Ventro. You're out.
Used one on me.
Yeah. You have no more 6 sticks.
Keep going. I gotta read through some.
All of a sudden, Kristen's deeply interested in her class features. She's like, I need to break them.
I thought that would be cool if 6-stick was like a cantrip for her or something.
No, it was Kittigree that gave them to her. Gave her 16 of them. All right, so you begin making your way out down the road, and there's a large crowd behind you as Varel. This woman is on your arm. You don't know her name. She has a few of her friends who've now joined her, so there's an entourage of women on your right side, and on your left side is Nash, Squirts, and nothing. And then behind them is the representative from Angry Dogs and Arcane Spice still hanging around, and a crowd of other people, as all told like 100 or so.
As we walk, nothing will approach Nash and kind of nudge him to get the eyeball to look over at her, and then we'll wiggle her fingers and make the sound of a flame going, and then go, mm-mm. And then hold out a hand and make the sound of a rock hitting another rock, and then once again wiggle the fingers and then give a thumbs up and walk away. Let him figure it out.
I'm going to intuit some of that, but I'm going to go, you stupid bird. I can't cast anything right now. I tried already. My magic's effed up.
So Squirts could potentially explain what's going on to you as well as nothing, but they're both bad at communication. So I don't know.
Oh, I'm never getting anything out of the bird. All right,
I just told you everything you need to do.
Yeah.
As nothing speaks to you, one of the women also that's on the right side takes an interest in you, Dash, and goes, "Hi there."
I'm married.
It's really funny because as if something that looks like what you look like would be married.
It's this nasty floating heart with an eyeball lips and like gangly goes nowhere hands. I'm married. Thank you.
Leave me alone. I'm married. Well, that's really what I'll say. That's what I'll say to her. I really do.
Okay. She looks at you and she gives you a wink and she goes, "I won't tell if you won't."
No, I would totally tell, and I'll float away from her. Want nothing to do with her or whatever freaking space herpes she has. I'm out of here.
Space herpes, you're not in space.
Well,
right.
We were hurled through space. We don't know how we got here.
Sigil sores.
Yeah.
Sigil sores. All right, so the entourage and the crowd makes their way to the Soggy Feather, and all of a sudden, it was a quiet night with just the two dwarves that are usually in there. There's a giant ruckus and hundreds of people coming. And Bill goes, "Holy shit, Pam! We better get some food on. Oh, damn. Vorel, what are all these people doing here?"
Let go. I wish to talk to Bill.
"Oh, that's okay. You talk to Bill. I'll just be right here." She
That-
she caresses your arm, and wow, there's a lot of muscles on this arm. Oh my!
Yes, I've contoured them well.
You
Bill.
are strong.
This woman thinks I'm too strong.
Oh, not too strong. It's the kind of strong I like.
Dude, she's gross.
Bill?
She's gross. Should stay away from her.
Man, you're like you could be a player hater. You're like,
I'm not a
bro.
good wingman.
You're like, she's gross. She has sigil swords. All right, and Bill goes, Pam, let's get some mead. And Pam appears from the back. It's the first time I think you've seen Pam. I don't know if she's come out. You know, she's dressed in a frock and with an apron on, and actually very beautiful elfin woman. Whereas Bill looks kind of like, you know, seen better days. But she comes out and she looks around. She says, "Well, I'll get some mutton on." She goes to the back immediately. What's going on, Vorel?
I was victorious. There were contracts offered, which I denied. This woman attached herself to me. I am not a father.
And the little lizard folk is there, and you can feel him being dejected at your statement.
You need to find your own path.
I wish for Vorel to be my father, big human man. Well, I don't know what to say about that. Do you want a little orange juice there, little guy? Yes, I will have the orange juice. And then, you know, he pours an orange juice and gives it down to the little guy for free. Oh, so is this where you live, Vorel? Says the woman on your arm.
Currently, yes. Bill, help
As you
me.
look down at her, her bosom seems to have grown 3 times the size since you last saw it, and her, you know, voluminous human pale breasts are just there. I don't know if they affect you as a lizard folk or not, but you're somewhat aware that there's some mating thing going on.
Voluminous. Doesn't that
Oh,
mean?
voluminous.
Doesn't that mean well lit? What does that mean?
Yeah, they just
No, it means a lot of volume.
they
Oh,
provide their own light source.
I think you mean voluptuous, but it's fine either way.
No, no, maybe
Is
I don't
it?
know. Maybe it's the word wrong. I don't know. I better not be too arrogant about this. Listeners, tell me what the definition of
Voluminous,
voluminous.
right?
Oh,
Yeah.
voluminous, maybe.
I think
Yeah.
so.
Volumetric. I don't know. It doesn't
Oh,
matter.
can I get you anything to drink, Vorel, on the house since you're a champion? But everyone else has to pay.
Thank you. I will have a coffee with the spice. For this man was excited by that fact.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. Coffee, Pam. Well, listen, we're a little understaffed for so many people. He looks around at the party. He's like, "Do any of you want to serve as waiters tonight just to help me out? Serve some tables. I'll put some money in for you. You know,
How much?
and they'll tip a gold piece each, but there'll be tips. I'm sure they'll get lots of tips.
All right, I'll do it.
All right. He
kinda
takes a
useless.
tray. He takes a tray over and he's like, "How do you want to do this? Do you want to hold the tray in your hand, or do we want to balance it on your head?"
I'll carry it on my. Oh, good question. I don't have a head. Let's
Well,
put.
I mean, on the top of your heart
Uh,
thing.
I'll carry
I
it.
can
with
strap it down. There's a little. I have a little belt buckle here. We can strap the tray to your heart so it's strapped onto you,
If you can
and then you
keep
can
it.
reach your hands above and put things up top, and then put it out.
Yeah, if you can make it level, let's do it.
All right, let's do that.
I'm into it.
All right, so Bill, he's like, "Come here, don't be afraid," and he puts his hand around you, and it's the first time you've felt the touch of another person, and you realize that you miss being, you know, just touched. It's just nice.
All right.
And he takes the belt buckle in his strong, meaty hands, and he buckles you into the tray, and now you've got a tray attached to the top of your body.
Okay.
He's like, "Oh, let me get that for you," and he pulls out the needle that's sticking in the back. I don't know. You don't have a drug addiction, do you? I can't employ any addicts here.
I mean, addiction, no. No.
I'll take that as a no, okay? And he
Yeah,
just
I'm
takes
good.
it and he tosses it in the garbage. All right, go take orders.
Okay. And I'll float out and
All right, the
talk
place
to...
is a loud din. You take out orders. You're getting tips. You're going and delivering arcane spice. Everyone gets the drinks that they want. Time, goes on. Is there anything anyone wants to do other than celebrate, which will kind of, not going to act out the whole thing, but there's a clear celebration happening here.
I do not imbibe the alcoholic beverages.
Yeah, you're having arcane spice.
Okay.
You
I
feel
think- I think nothing would probably get roped into being a waiter. She
Yeah, you
sees
wanna
an
be a waiter?
opportunity for gold, and it's something she'd actually be good at. So
nothing. There's a lot of people around,
Yeah.
and I don't know which way nothing swings, but there might be some potential mating opportunities at this fine party where you are a person. You're a VIP, given that you're part of the Mighty Squirts. Is there any
Oh, how drunk do they have to be to want to get it on with this repeating bird?
says Nash Maggard as you scan the crowd for potential mates for the evening.
Oh, baby, oh, baby. Oh, baby, oh,
I don't know, is
baby.
that-
Oh, baby, oh,
is that
baby. Oh, baby.
Is that something that nothing would do here?
Not likely, though nothing might try to get a little extra coin if the opportunity presents itself by either maybe, if some gets left unattended, by maybe taking advantage of drunk people and asking for tips multiple times from the same person if she
Okay.
doesn't think she's going to get caught doing it.
Okay, interesting. Okay, so you're gonna hustle people. It's a money-making opportunity. All right.
Yes.
Squirts.
exactly.
I know you run at a different pace than most. What would you do at a party of this nature?
Squirts she thinks her favorite trick at bars full of drunk people is to bite people and see if she can get them to drop their drinks or think it's something else. But how many times? So like a little bite on the calf and then
So
run
you're trying to
away
take
and see what happens.
Trying to take their trinkets and mess with them more than anything else, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. So this is how you carry through the party. Nothing is trying to hustle people and waitering, while Squirts is literally just trying to mess with people. You all become divided, and you have your own activities for the evening. Nash, you go around working as a waiter, and Varel, the women most of all seems to have pushed everyone away, and you have an entourage of women, all of whom are willing to consummate with you quite obviously this fine evening.
I will tell them plainly that I do not wish to be a father this night, but thank you for your generous donation.
So the woman next to you says, "Oh no, we have a way of doing it where you won't father any children. We can assure you."
I'm afraid my people are swift and to the point.
Ooh, I like that.
Oh, I hate these groupies so much. They're horrible.
I mean, you're gonna get laid whether you like it or not, unless you physically have removed them from you. They are not going anywhere.
I will not be taken advantage of, and I will fight if need be.
Okay, so
And
as
I
the
will say
evening-
such things as that.
all right. So as the evening rolls on, there's much mirth and merriment. So nothing. Can you please roll several sleight of hand checks, please? Give me 3. Sleight of hand. Yeah, you're doing sleight of hand and misdirection. So yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah, that's gonna be it's gonna be a 24.
Okay.
That's gonna be a 23,
Mm-hmm.
and that's going to be a 14.
Okay. So let's see. 3 passes. All right. So you make 24 gold pieces, swindling people. Pretty good haul. Yeah. Nash, you make a gold piece. As Bill gives it to you at the end of the night.
Oh,
Plus the tips
total?
from
One
sales.
total? I thought it was one per...
No,
Oh.
one. That's your wage for the night. 1 gold piece, and in tips, because you did do 100 gold pieces in sales, which is a lot. Gold pieces are a lot.
Yeah.
And you've made, somewhere between 15 to 20% of that. You get 20 gold pieces in tips, which is
Okay.
a big haul.
Okay.
So
I'm happy
you
with
now have 20 gold pieces from 0. You've got some money.
that. I have some inventory. Period. This is good.
Yeah, good, awesome. All right.
Did I
and-
get any from the waitering or just from the grifting?
Oh,
I was
you were
doing
waitering
both.
too. Yeah,
Yes.
so you get a gold piece and also 20 gold pieces as well for that.
Nice.
Sorry, I forgot about that. Squirts, you didn't do any grifting and you didn't take any gold. However, through your travels, you did find what looks to be some kind of a sketchbook with sketches of nude men and women in it of somebody. Just somebody's bad art. Somehow managed to find. You also managed to procure a couple of gemstones. Don't know what they do. Don't know what they are. One's yellow, and the other one is green. As you managed to wrangle a couple of gemstones, and finally you took a few elixirs. 3. One's red, one's blue, and one's purple. Don't know what they do, but you managed to grab some elixirs of some kind. Vorel, you obtained nothing, and you're now making your way, trying to go to bed, and the women around you have not left, and they're following you up, and they're all quite drunk at this point, and you see them sort of, lean into the wall, and the same woman that grabbed your right arm and is massaging your muscly scales still on you as you try to divest yourself of them. They're all coming up there with you, and they're laughing and giggling. Isn't he so strong? I know.
Ugh.
Oh, you're
Ladies.
muted.
Ladies, please. You're all heavy with chemicals. If you desire to mate, why not mate with each other?
Well, that's part of the plan, big boy.
Oh,
Come.
you're gonna get chlamydia, dude.
Oh my god, disgusted you are, Scott.
You're gonna
I
get.
know,
You're
he's
gonna
so
get.
upset.
You're gonna get scabby, warty, freaking lizard genitals after this.
I know Nash. I'm trying to stop them.
Bite them! We bite them!
I will not.
And then Squirts will go to bite at the foot of one of the ladies.
Okay, you guys are all busy and not there.
Oh,
Oh.
Is you're
Okay, well,
waitering
if we
or
were
otherwise doing
there.
tricks. This is Vorel's solo adventure right now.
okay.
He's got to solve this on his own.
All right.
All right.
We'd like to see the executive suite that you're staying in.
I'm aware. Okay.
Look, we're scaring him, girls. Let's just go in and we'll give you a nice massage, and that's all.
You, you have grown your bosoms over the evening, and I become distrustful of them. You require milking, and it is not safe for you to be out. There is a hungry child somewhere, mammal.
I'm so confused. Varel, what are you saying? It sounds like perhaps you're not interested in us.
I am afraid that
You're
I...
so tense.
Yes. Tense.
You
Indeed.
need to relax. You're a champion, Varel.
I am aware.
Champions get their just rewards.
And champions of lizarddom mate on the backs of dragons, flying over their kingdom to make grand eggs,
Do you
heavy
own a-
with yolk.
Do you own a dragon, Varel?
No. And
how
that
will
is
you
why
mate?
I must wait.
You're putting and the hand goes on your chest and caresses. You're putting so much pressure on yourself. It's okay. We'll take care of you.
Oh no! And is there a curtain nearby?
Well, you're in the hallway in front of the door. You're trying to
Okay.
get rid of them. Yeah.
Is there a curtain nearby?
Yeah, there's a window at the end of the hallway. with a
Okay.
curtain.
I grab it and I use my Storm Soul ability to light things on fire that are unattended.
What? In a radius around you, or just the?
No, it is a Storm Soul feature, level 6, as a desert-based barbarian. As an action, I can touch a unattended flammable object that isn't being worn or carried by anyone and set it afire.
Okay, so you light it on fire. Smoke
Yes.
begins billowing into the room, and a fire is lit.
Fire!
You go, oh, magic trick!
Wait,
He knows.
no!
And they
the
all sort of
buildings
clap.
and I'll grab the curtain and wave it around. Fire! Fire! The building's on fire!
Fire! Fire! They're all drunk and they're just laughing.
I'm not gonna burn down Bill's place. Is there a window?
Make some kind of deception check, please. Let's see if you accomplish this or not through the
Okay.
game mechanics.
My deception is 2.
Yeah, no, they see right through it. They're having a laugh. You're being entertaining now, and this is encouraging them further, not doing the effect that you want. What other things can you set on fire?
I will pull the curtain down because I'm not gonna burn down the inn because Bill's my friend, and I will leap out the window.
Acrobatics check.
Oh my lord. Amazing.
Say 13.
All right, so you dash to the window and cannonball style flow through it. The glass goes, and you are now falling a lot of feet.
I will enter my rage.
All right, okay, you enter your range. Is that reduced damage?
Yes, it reduces all damage, bludgeoning included.
All right, let's see here. All right, you take 9 bludgeoning fall damage.
Okay.
Is it reduced?
Yes.
Okay, so to 4, I imagine.
Yep.
You take 4. You just sort of sprain an ankle a little bit. It's like, ow, and then the women are above. Pharrell, what did you do that for? Now's your chance to run.
I will use my barbarian quickness to move at greater speed than normal people and run down the street with my flaming curtain.
All right, you run into the night. And you don't look behind you. Do you have anywhere you're going, or are you just running directionless?
I am currently enraged, so I am running with full purpose in some direction.
Okay, and it is now nighttime in Sigil, so unnaturally night, but there's a nighttime. Windows have candles in them as people are having dinner, and there are still lots of people out and about, just walking around, merriment, people going to inns and bars, things of that nature, and you just run. You run into the night, and are not seen again. Meanwhile,
the end of the character.
That's
in the
it.
campaign.
Good night, everybody. Thanks for joining us.
Meanwhile, the crowd begins to disperse as it begins to hit midnight, and even Nothing and Squirts and Nash. You see the girls go downstairs, and they're like, "Oh, did you see Varel?" They go to you, Nothing. Do you know where Varel is? He jumped out the window.
No.
Well, we're gonna go look for him, okay?
Nothing.
Unless maybe we should wait here. Do you have the key to your room? We're gonna wait in Varel's room.
No.
Oh, okay. Nash, do you have the key to the room?
No.
And they sort of stumble around. They go, "Oh, okay. Well, I guess we'll come see him tomorrow then. He's playing hard to get." And the women all kind of stumble out of the bar, and the crowd eventually disperses. And Bill goes, "Ugh, I don't know if that was worth it, guys. I made a lot of money tonight, but way past my bedtime. I'm going to bed. Can you lock up?"
Do we have a key, or can we just lock from the inside? How's it work?
You can just lock it from the inside. You don't need a key. Just lock up
Nothing
the
has
door.
already gone over and locked the door.
Oh, good.
Okay.
The bird did it. Hey, did the women leave? All the women have left. Can I do a quick thing? Are they out within shouting distance if I poke my head out the door real quick?
There's a crowd outside. Yeah, they're walking down the street.
All right, I'm going to poke my heart head out the door and just go, ladies, I forgot to tell you, Varel will not be here tomorrow night. He'll be at the Stinky Weenie. It's about 20 miles that direction. and that's the direction you want to go for tomorrow night. Don't believe anyone if they say they've never heard of it. It's a great place, kind of secrety, and that's where his new hangout's going to be. And he really wants to see you there. So go to the Stinky Weenie. Don't come to this.
As you said this really long text, the woman that was on his arm is able to walk all the way up to you because it takes you so long to say all that. And then she takes both of her hands and touches you on either side. And this is the second time you've been touched in a long time. It's not unpleasant.
Yeah.
And she goes, "I really like Pharrell." And then she barfs. Make a dexterity saving throw.
What?
Please.
Great. I have no bonus for that. Hang on. I'll take it though. 16.
Okay, so you managed to dodge it just barely as the barf comes flying out, and she's sort of there. She and she barfs right in the front door of the place, and she goes, "Oh, I think I had too much to drink tonight, and I'm scared I might have turned off Pharrell. Can you say I'm sorry to him for me? I'm very sorry. I'm embarrassed." She covers her eyes, and she drunkenly stumbles back to her friends. And
Go back to your payload, church.
and they disappear from view finally. And you almost got barfed on, Nash.
Okay. Well, I hope they got. I'll just say it one night. Remember, Stinky Weenie, not this place. He won't be here.
All right.
He'll thank me in the morning.
Deceit roll, please. Let's see if that worked.
Oh, all right. Come on,
Deception.
baby. Come on. Hold on. What? I haven't done deception in so long. Hold on. Deception +4. Ooh. Okay. That would be a 14. Not great.
All right. You think it worked?
Okay.
You think it worked?
All right.
Hard to tell. The barf was really distracting, but I think the stinky weenie you said enough times. You think it got through to them?
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it worked. All right. And you look around, and then nothing waits for you to come back in, and nothing locks the door. It's done. Bill goes to bed.
Okay.
We'll clean up tomorrow morning. He leaves all the plates and stuff in the place. All right, does everyone go to bed?
Yeah.
Yeah. Pharrell, at what time do you try and make your way back? Are you staking out to see when it's cleared? Were you there that whole time watching?
Yeah, my rage would have lasted 2 rounds after landing. So
Yeah.
I ran with top haste and then using my Froghemoth mutation, sticking my head around the corner, seeing if I can make it back inside.
Yeah. So you watched. Nope. Sorry. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, so nothing. I imagine who does work for Bill every now and then. Bill seems to have a lot of pull with nothing. Probably spends a lot of time in the bar. Has gone through and started cleaning the dishes as she has seen it done before, and is downstairs if Pharrell comes in.
Okay. All right. Cool. Well, Varel, you see this whole altercation between Nash almost getting thrown up on, and nothing locking the door, and it seems like the bar is finally quiet, and all the people that were, trying to be your friend are gone.
All right, I'll sneak back.
Okay. And the door is locked.
Is there a window?
There is a front window where you can see inside. You see nothing clearing tables.
Okay, I will use my hands to, see in the dark and get rid of the reflection.
Yeah.
And I'll do the Jurassic Park kitchen, one eye, the puff of air, and then knock on the window.
All right, you hear that? Nothing.
All right, nothing goes over, unlocks the door, opens it.
Thank you, nothing.
Nothing nods. Shuts the door, relocks it.
All right.
Okay.
Did you you stepped in the puke on the way in?
Oh. I'll wipe it off with the curtain I'm still holding.
Still have the curtain. Okay. Done.
This is Bill's. It is burnt and soiled.
Dirty! Filthy!
Yes.
Nothing takes the cloth.
I will replace it with powers that I have.
Nothing unlocks the door, throws the cloth out into the street, shuts the door, and locks it again.
Okay. The window upstairs is broken as well.
Nothing just kind of gives you a look. You can't really read it, I guess. She's got a bird face.
Well, at least it doesn't rain, right? I'm going to bed. Yes? Confirm?
Yes.
Thank you. And I'll head to bed.
All right, you make your way upstairs to the safety of your executive suite. No women trying to consummate with you finally. And I guess Squirts, you're already up there sleeping in your trash can. Chunks.
Oh yeah, Chunks is snoring.
Yeah, so you see them in there. Nash, I guess you're in the bed.
Yeah, I'm in bed.
Yeah.
Well, I'm.
You see your family snoozing.
Yeah.
And Varel, do you go to bed?
I do.
All right, so you go under the bed. Yeah, you're tuckered out. It's been a long day, but you're proud of yourself. You were a champion today. Nothing. How long do you stay up, and where do you sleep? What's the plan?
Nothing will wrap up, and then go in. Same ritual as always. Go in, shut the door, lock it, pull a chair. Not a lot of regard for people who might be asleep by the time nothing goes in. Drags the chair over by the fireplace, stabs the sword down into the ground, and lowers her head.
Okay. All right, so everyone goes to sleep. Before you gain the benefit of long rest, however, the following happens. Everyone slumbers hard. It's been a long, busy day. You guys forget to set up a watch. And you didn't really set up a watch. However, nothing.
Yes.
You're the first to... What's everyone's perception? Tell me your perceptions, please.
Should I tell you about my magical item?
Yep. Sure.
So I don't know if it's relevant, but just so you know, I have a short sword of warning. This magic weapon warns you of danger. While the weapon is on your person, you have advantage on initiative rolls. In addition, you and any of your companions within 30 feet can't be surprised except when incapacitated by something other than non-magical sleep. The weapon magically awakens you and your companions within range if you are sleeping naturally when combat begins.
Okay, so set that aside. Can I get everyone else's perception, please?
+1 for me.
Oh, no, passive perception.
Oh,
So
sorry.
it's going to be
And I have a passive perception of 21.
perfect.
Mine is... Wait, where? Oh, there it is, 11.
Okay.
18.
15.
18.
Yes!
Holy crap.
Squirts must know when to run, have baby!
All right. Well, before any of that comes up, you're the first awake. Your sword begins vibrating and danger's nearby. And as your eyes open, you listen keenly and hear creaking on the wood above you.
Ooh.
Okay. Nothing will take a position, eye on the door, flanking a window, and will let out a loud caw. Just a ah! To wake everybody up.
Okay, everyone wakes up. You open your you hear a caw. It's pure darkness in the room. You've moved to a shadowy corner, so you guys can't see where nothing is, but you hear him caw. But there's no other sounds. The creaking you heard, nothing has stopped.
Just wait.
Okay. Anyone else do anything?
What's wrong with the bird? I'll say. In hushed tones.
Oh, okay. I've got Word of Radiance. So I'll utter tricks very quietly, and burning radiance will erupt from me. So I assume that means light will emerge from me.
Okay. So you let out a little flash. And nothing gets hit with it, but you let out a little flash.
And I'll look around and see if I can see anything.
Okay. If you don't see anything, you don't hear anything, even nothing, the sound stopped. Does anyone do anything, or they just wait? Tell me.
Just waiting at this moment.
Yeah. Not much else I can do.
After a few moments of silence, you hear tuk 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 of heavier footsteps running across the window, and you hear "Ah! Yeah, ah!" And then through the windows, these two shadows sort of grow and grow big and go, and two ninjas jump into the window and land. And they pull out their swords and go, ah! And they run towards you, attacking with blades out, and that's it for this week.
Oh no, the old ninja ending.
Oh my gosh. We're being attacked, flanked by ninjas. That's no good. All right, well, that's oof, wow. All right, that's going to hold us over until next week. Now, here's a fun little reminder. Once a month, and it is that time of the month where we record it, we do a bonus show for our premium members, and you can be one of those people by going to therewillbedungeons.com and just clicking the link that's right there. It's super easy, explains everything. You can join up and you get this bonus show, and you get it early, way before anybody else gets it, and we're recording one today. So if you want to get that, it's a good way to get it. Go over there now, therewillbedungeons.com. There's not just the bonus show, there's lots of other cool things you can get by being a TWBD premium member. Again, that is therewillbedungeons.com. And don't forget, you can send us your feedback for those questions and answers that we do on that show by going to the website and submitting them. Super, super easy. We also have a voicemail line, 801-471-0462. We're happy to play those occasionally. I have a little something to play next week on the show, in fact. Let's see if I still have it. Hold on. Oh, yeah, I have something called An Ode to Hope and Stanley, which I will play. We'll play next week.
What a teaser.
Yeah, a little bit of a teaser, a little cliffhanger there for you. So stick around for that. That'll be next week right here at There Will Be Dungeons, which we record live every Sunday we start at 4 p.m. Mountain Time, and we end at 7. So come check us out if you haven't been there live. We'd love it. There are a few new folks in the live channel today, and it's great to see them. Thank you guys for being here and watching. Thank you all those who listen at home. Thank you everybody for being here. We hope you have a fantastic new year, and we'll see you on our very next episode, which will be the first in 2020. Until then,
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year, and have a great time. We'll see you then. Bye. Oh, that didn't work. Hey, let me try that again. Okay, bye, everybody. This show is part of the Frog Pants Network.
Frog Pants Network.
Get more shows like this at frogpants.com. Yeah.